It's August the 8th again. 55 years ago, 1969, on August the 8th, a few friends went to El Coyote to eat. And there'll be a few friends at El Coyote to eat again. It's happened every year, pretty much since then. Will you be at El Coyote to eat on August the 8th? Well, if you happen to be one of those people that are celebrating and you're over there eating on August the 8th, say hello to some of my friends. They'll probably be there. I know several people there. One of the guys that's been doing this for about 30 years by the name of John Ansnells, he'll be there. He's always there. He's been there for like I said, I think for the last 35 years. Oh, I went to it about 10 times or so, and it's a cast of characters. There's some people there that you don't know what identity they are, but that's all right. They're a bunch of harmless people, you know? A bunch of harmless people eating, I think, is pretty good food down there. I mean, some people in the Manson community, they'll say, you know what, in this Manson community that I ain't involved in. But anyway, some people will say, El Coyote's not got good food, and they've never even eaten there. Actually, it's pretty good. It's pretty decent. If it wasn't pretty good and pretty decent, and they weren't pretty decent and pretty good people, it wouldn't survive for 55 years, because nothing in Los Angeles ever did. Like I said, if you're a subscriber, even if you're not a subscriber, if you got something to say, put it in the comments. Go ahead. Say whatever you'd like to say. It's an open forum to say, you know what, he's lying. Their food sucks. If you think that, okay, go ahead. I think it's pretty good though, actually, you know. But what brings me to this is subscribers. Like 6 of my subscribers have actually not just commented, but they've showed up at my house lately. 6 of them. Yeah. And they all wanted to be on video, and I agreed to it. It wasn't like they just showed up, you know, that'd be weird. But, well, actually one of them did just show up. But anyway, that's beside the point. He's weird anyway. We wanted to do a video. And plus I had another video ready to go for, you know, the last video that I did, but then I had a few accidents. One of the things that just happened, you know? Things happen. One of the things that happened is I poured a cup of coffee on my laptop. I should have just poured a cup of coffee on it like this, you know, right on it, because that's exactly what I did. I knocked it over with a headphone wire right on it, and I just seen it going glunk, 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 glunk. And then I seen it like loading 10,000 pages at a time. And then I heard it crackling and sizzling and all kinds of fun things, you know. As I was trying to pour all the coffee out of it and save it, and it didn't work. And then my camera, which is on a new tripod now, but actually it took a dive, and the tripod broke. And the top broke off that actually holds the camera, and I thought the camera broke, but the camera actually is all right. It's working right now. So I lost a few videos by pouring coffee on them, and another one I couldn't do because then I had some troubles with this. And then we're going down to film in my garage, and guess what happens? Then the garage door opener decided it isn't opening anymore. It's going to garage door heaven now. So I had problems getting in and out of that. And here's the story. I'll tell you the story of the subscriber that came to my house and I stole a book from him. Shameful me. First off, I want to say I don't condone anybody steal anything from anybody, ever, you know. It's just not cool. But the Manson family used to steal all the time. So, I mean, if we're this little Manson family club of people, we could steal from each other, right? Ain't that how it works? I thought that was how it worked, you know? So, I might be a little bit confused. I mean, if we're all like this little club of Manson family people, then Manson family people, they were kind of, you know, if they wanted something, they just drove off with it. They wanted a car, they just stole it. That's how it works, right? I thought so anyway. Well, let me explain. Like I was saying, there's a whole bunch of Manson people that come to Los Angeles around August the 8th. A lot of them go to El Coyote, at the restaurant there. They're mainly there from, like, probably, if you want to catch them, 6 to midnight. You could probably see them if you go there in between them times. You could probably see a lot of people there. If they've done anything Manson on YouTube or the internet or in documentaries or whatever, you might see them because they show up there then. Then I think the next day there's a guy from YouTube who also does a hike over at Spahn Ranch. I think he advertises that on Facebook and even in like the live Facebook open where it's free. You can go and do a walk around. I think that's early in the morning. I think that's around like 8 or 9 a.m. in the morning. So if you get there anywhere from 7 to 10, you can probably catch them, you know? So, and then there's another thing that's the next day on a Saturday, and that involves some raffle prizes. That's where our story gets started at, with those raffle. Okay, this thing on Saturday, it's in Simi Valley. So if you're in the Los Angeles area, it's in Simi Valley, and it's at the train station in Simi Valley. And I believe it starts at like 9 a.m. and I think it lasts till like 7 p.m. There's a bunch of people who play music that go there. I wouldn't say that they're professional bands. I mean, there's one girl, she does gigs every night that's what she does. And she's pretty decent. Actually, she plays good, I like to call it, she plays good lesbian goth music, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. There's a couple guys there that play a bit of rock and roll. There's another guy there that plays some rock and roll, Christian kind of rock and roll guy. He's pretty decent too. There's another guy there that plays some folk country kind of music. He even does the theme song for the guy that's even running the thing. So there's a lot of people there that are playing music. There's actually some people there, there'll be some people there that like John Asnels will be there as well. So, you know, people that you could get autographs off of if you've got like John Ansnell's movie, bring it with you, get him to sign it, those sort of things, you know. Gigi Allen, remember that band, from that punk band from way back in the 80s, I believe, 80s, 90s. His brother, the bass player, he goes to these things too. You got anything Gigi Allen's band, Merle on it, bring it, he'll probably sign it too, probably take pictures with you. So it's, you know, it's kind of fun. They give you free food, they give you free drinks, and they have prizes. Oh, yeah, we were talking about the prizes. They give away these prizes. So the dude who's running the thing, he comes over and he's telling me about it. And he's like, hey, you should come over. You should hang out. There's a lot of people over there that want to meet you. And I was like, yeah, you know what, man, I'm kind of shy when it comes to that, man. I don't really need people meeting me. I really appreciate it and all that stuff, but you know, thanks again, man. And a lot of times he's never invited me to this stuff because he thinks I hate these people that are there. I don't actually hate anybody, you know? And I wouldn't show up to him because I thought some of the people there hated me. I don't want to go around ruin your day and rain on your parade if there's people there that don't like me, you know? So I pretty much stayed away from this thing. Anyway, he's coming over to tell me about it. He's telling me, you know, hey, why don't you come? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that stuff. And he wants to show me the prizes that he's giving away. So he runs down in his car and he brings back this box of stuff. And he's got some nice, decent prizes there, you know. And I'm looking at them, and I'm like, I grabbed one of them. I grabbed it, and I'm looking at it, and you can't really see it unless you open it, you know. And you got to open it up to be able to see what it is anyway, you know. So I opened it. I'm like, I'm opening this, man, because he was sitting right there. And I says, I'm opening this, man. And he gave me this look like, you're opening it? I was like, yeah, man, I'm opening it. So I opened it. You're probably wondering what I grabbed and what I needed to open, so I should probably show you because, like I said, I took it. I just kept it. I'm telling you how it worked. So I grabbed this prize out of the thing, and I said, oh, open it, man. And he looked at me, he's like I just said, and yeah, I'm opening it. I don't think he thought I was going to open it, because when I said that, I didn't really open it. And it was this. This is what it was. And this is a pretty expensive prize. I think the dude charges like $75 for these. See, I ordered one, and I didn't order it under my name, and I didn't order it under my name because I didn't want him to know it was me. And even that was a mistake because I still never got it. It just never, you know, It was one of those things where I got taken and I was mad, and I'll never, ever, ever not be mad about that. And I won't never shut up either, because I was a customer. You didn't know I was a customer, but I'm not going to go on about that anyway, because I now I've got the book. How did I get it? Just like you did to everybody else. You stole their money, so I stole the book. And that's what I told Stoner. I was like, nope, I'm opening it. Started opening it. And then Stoner, his face it was just the whole time. And he's like, you're opening it. Yeah, I'm opening it, bro. And that's the book. I'm like, wow, this is cool. Thanks, man. I appreciate this. And he's like, you're keeping it? I'm like, yeah. Why do you think I opened it, man? I didn't just open it just to look at it. I'm keeping it. And then he told me that there was a person that gave it specifically for the raffle, and that person wasn't going to be very happy. And I'm like, you got some splaining to do, don't you, bro? Thanks for the book. And he's like, there's something else in there too. And I said, oh yeah? And there was something else in there too, and this was in there. I was like, yeah, thanks, man. So I just put it all back in there, put it all back in the wrapper. I stood up and I took it over and I put it with my stuff. And at that point, he knew I was keeping it then. And you know I'm keeping it too, because I'm sitting there at home. So nobody thought I was keeping it, but I was telling them, dude, I'm taking it. I'm stealing it right in front of you. And you're going to let me. And then he's telling me the person who gave it for the raffle, she's in a wheelchair, for one thing. So I'm not out to take advantage of anybody. And basically, hey, deal with it. You tell her. And that was the end of that story. But he comes back in a couple days, and he comes back with Jackie. Jackie from New Jersey is the person's name who donated the book for the raffle. And she's also one of the subscribers that came over that wanted to film over here. And I told Stoner, yeah, you can bring them over here. We'll do a little short film. And that's when everything happened, and we really didn't get that done. I had some film that got destroyed in the coffee machine over there, but it's gone. So we really got along good. All these people are really nice, kind, generous. You mentioned Manson and you think, oh wow, they must be weird, creepy. Yeah, they are. They're weird. Every one of them's weird. But they're the nicest, weirdest people that you will ever meet. Honestly, some of them are really, really nice people. Everybody has their issues in life. I've got my issues. You've got yours. I mean, I'm not judging nobody. And they're really nice people. And while Jackie was here, she was like, hey man, we got along really good. Again, I really like her. She's a really decent human being. I told her the problems that I had with her, because I had some problems with her. There were some things that I seen her do, and that was between us. And that's the end of that, and I just told her about it, and we agreed, man. You know, we came to a middle road and all these things, and then I was feeling like bad that I just done, ripped off him. And I know he didn't tell yet, because he's like that. He probably just let it go by. It's like, well, I don't know what happened to the book, man. Oh, wow. So I knew he didn't tell yet. And I'm thinking, wow, man. Okay, anyway, she's like, hey, you want to go to lunch with us? So I was like, okay, sure, why not? It was only right up the street from here. And we went, and she paid for everything, and it was great. It was really fun. Well, while we were there, I told her, I looked over at her and I says, hey, Jackie, thanks for the food, and thanks for the book. And she's like, what book? And I said, the Nicholas Schreck book, the Nicholas Schreck book. The one that was a raffle, a prize. I won it. She got the same look as Stoner. Except she turned that look towards Stoner like, what the fuck did you give it to him for? I wasn't going to give it to him. Kind of a look. And I explained it to her that basically he didn't give it to me. I just took it from him, And I'm not giving it back. And she was cool with it after that. I mean, after it wore off, like, well, there's one prize that's gone. And I told them all about how the theft went down. Both of them were really cool at it. So I got the book now. And now that I have the book, I was looking to see if it was signed in there, and it wasn't one of the signed books. So I thought, damn, I wish it was signed. That would make it worthy of a book anyway. So I thought, man, I ought to just get all these people with this Manson thing to sign this book. So if you want to sign this book, show up on Saturday. I'll bring this book and you can sign it for me. And I'd like to meet you anyway. Some of the people that watch on YouTube, there's been plenty of people that said, man, I'd like to meet you, and I never show up. So I kind of feel guilty about that. So I might show up with this book because I want people to sign my book. I don't want a book that's not signed. I was trying to steal a book that was signed. So I'm going to get as many people as I can to sign my book and talk to them one-on-one in a live conversation. That day, we'll be having a live chat, a real live chat in person, where you can shake my hand and you can tell me, hey, I don't like you, I don't like your stuff, whatever. I don't think anybody will say that, but if you want to come and you want to do that, you can do that. I told Stoner, I says, why do you advertise this stuff where everybody can come? You know, somebody might come that might not like you that wants to do, and he's like, oh, people make threats to me all the time. I'm like, dude, no wonder I don't go to your stuff. But anyway, if you're really interested in signing my book, or listening to a bunch of those bands that I was talking about, or meeting a bunch of people that believe in the same kind of thing you do, talking about true crime and trying to figure things out that are already figured out, and things that really don't matter in life, you know, that kind of stuff. Just cool kind of things. And I think they even have a permit where they drink alcohol there. So probably the later it gets, I might head on out of there, because when people start drinking a little bit too much, sometimes that's when they'll come up and tell you, I don't like your videos, man. So before it gets to the point where people don't like the videos. So get there early, sign the book, have some food, listen to some bands, and talk to some people. I'd like to meet you. Hope you show up. If you do, thanks. And I'll give you some stickers too, man. I got all kinds of stickers to give away. I got a bunch of stuff to give away. It all says Back Porch on it. So show up, you can have it. And I'll see you then, maybe.